So here we go. We're gonna go down the hill. Try to. Not getting too stuck. It's gonna be slow going. It is extremely warm. 32 degrees. I really need it to get a lot colder so I can run these snow machines down here and get my runway built. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get stuck over and over and over. Yep, sinking pretty good even with snowshoes on. Looking at the forecast, we don't have any cold weather in the next 10 days. All in the mid to upper 30s for the highs. The lows are 25, 26, 27 degrees. Look at the weight of that snow on the birch tree there. It snapped off a bunch of branches. This is a mess. One thing I could do is walk back and forth with snowshoes and wait for a cold day, and then I can get the snow machines down there. That's a lot of stomping in the snow with snowshoes though. Up ahead's this big snow drift. That's my nemesis right there. And if you jump it, you end up into trees, and there's a rock underneath the snow up there too, a very large rock. I will have to come down here with a shovel and flatten that out a bit. Wow. The light is very flat again today. It's hard to have any kind of depth perception, so a day like today would not be a good day to bring a plane in on the lake. Luckily, I got to go through down there. Doesn't look so bad. Let's see once we get up there. I have another orange pole down here. I think you've seen it in prior videos, and that's to mark the location of a rock. Shouldn't have any issues hitting that rock with the snow machine because that pole is completely gone. And that sits up about 6-7 feet. Not too terrible so far. That first snow drift is the worst spot that I got to work on before I can bring the machines through. That shouldn't even take that long, a couple minutes with a shovel. I do hope it gets colder. Otherwise, I'm going to have a tough month off with firewood. And I won't be able to get my supplies out here with the ski plane. I need to land on that lake. I'll probably walk the lake now and check it for overflow. I'll have to do some cutting with the saw right up here. And it's about time I opened up that arch of alder trees. Alder trees grow back so quick. You would think if you cut 3-4 feet off of them that it would take years to grow back, but it doesn't. 1 year. My trail camera, I don't know, that's probably buried. So that pole, I estimate that pole is probably 10 foot. Yeah, it's about 10 foot. Because I stood on top of a couple logs, stretched out as far as I could, and cut it off, that tree. I'm gonna cut that thing down. I'll check all these trail cameras on the way back up. I see no animal tracks at all, which isn't good. There's so many beetle-killed spruce. All of these, every last one of them is dead. That one's not, and that little one. All the little trees fared very well against the spruce beetles. I guess it's their turn to thrive. All the old trees are coming down, and it'll be a new forest, but it'll take 20, 30 years to look decent again. So I'm gonna have to cut some of this out. I have a trail camera on this tree. And it's buried pretty good. Let's get this one out of the way. See how far down this trail camera is. I didn't bring a shovel. There it is. There it is. Let's spin it out of there and mount it up higher. Of course, next time I come back home, it'll be 9 feet up in the tree. All the animals will be going underneath of it undetected. Huh? Still got batteries. This is gonna have to go though. Oh boy. Look at this mess. Might snake around this for now. That's a lot of cutting. Chores never end when you live off grid, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Hard work keeps your body and your mind pretty sharp, I think. Oh, that's a tangled mess down there. it's pretty important that I get this plane in here because float planes definitely don't like to land at this lake. And the guy that I'm using, he doesn't have, I don't believe he has floats and skis. Skis and wheels only. Hard to determine what's the trail and what's not. I think the trail is actually underneath this mess. I guess one way to tell, see where these trees have been trimmed before. I don't see any trim marks on this one. I'm going to assume it is. The trail goes right through here. I'll leave these high for right now. Yeah, pretty sure. Well, the ferns will love it this spring. With all this canopy above gone, they'll sprout like crazy in here. They always do. Some prime fiddlehead territory. If you've never eaten fiddleheads, you gotta give them a try. Absolutely delicious. But you only have about a 2-week window where you can harvest them before they turn into ferns. I'm pretty confident this is the trail. I could be wrong though. Oh well, you know what? Before I get cutting too much in here, let me just go down through here. I'll figure it out. It's a pretty long straightaway. This is the trail right here. This is what I was looking for. That's me. That cut right there. So that is the right hand going down and left hand coming back up. And here's another cut mark. So that's definitely on the trail. Be a big right hand sweep and turn up here. That's up to my knee there, even with snowshoes. I would have never made it down here with the snow machine, not unless I was doing 60 mile an hour. And I'm not a 60 mile an hour snowmobiler. And then it'll aim straight down at this tree. I know that's, or do I know? No, that's not that tree. It's that one over there. Ah, all right. I do want to walk the lake, but I don't think I should do it today. And I'll just go a little bit. There's another camera on this tree right here, and that one's also buried. I'll have to get that one out. And once I get down here, I can go wide open and shouldn't have a problem getting stuck down here, unless there's overflow on the lake. And here, even with that, that's not too bad. It's long as you keep your speed way up. Usually skip across it. And then there's another camera on that tree. My canoe is right here in the job site box. Take a look. This should be the job site box right here. This tree's beetle killed. All three of these. Unfortunately. All right. There's that camera. This thing off. All right, I'm not going to do the lake. I don't have enough time for this. Come back down and mess with that later.